Hi, it's Roland from East Marsh Acres, and yeah, the fall is moving on. This is the end of September, and we're going to be moving chickens again. So just to bring you up to date, we brought these chickens over last week, almost 2 weeks ago. It'll be a week and a half ago Wednesday. And so they've been here for 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, and they were here prior to that. So this location was yeah, they did a pretty good job of putting it into a fertilized state. Rachel and I have been working on the area across the way here, leading up to where the bridge is going to be. Hopefully the poles, piers, concrete piers, will be going in this weekend, and we'll be taking the chickens, the layers, from here to their new home, which will be where the orange fencing is. We've got some peach trees in here, and one that's pretty sad. We think there's been a vole or a mole or something that's been chewing on its roots, and so they'll be in here for another 3 weeks or so. And in the meantime, here are the little layers. So they are now, what, 6 or 7 weeks old? Trish?
Huh?
Any idea as to?
No, they're only a month.
Oh, okay, so they're 4 weeks apparently, and they've been out since the beginning of last week, middle of last week. We've been putting them out here. They're growing very, very quickly, and they're active, showing us their traits and all that kind of stuff. They're quite friendly. So you put your hand in there and they want to interact, climb on you, and all those kinds of neat things. So we'll be introducing them with the regular flock. So they'll go in with this flock when they're older, and probably towards the end of the fall, when we're moving over to the high tunnel on the other side of the property. In the meantime, you can see that things are looking pretty lush now that the water has returned, the rain has returned, and yeah, things are reproducing again. Anyways, we'll take you along as we move these birds into a new territory.
chicken lady in her element.
Yeah. This is Laser. It's one of the older ones. And it's always been the one to come up to me and wants a cuddle. Pecks a little bit first, but so I just sat down here and she came up to me. So
So cute.
so cute.
Rachel and Patricia are working on an overhead protection system. And I'm just going to show you the meat birds who've been growing and at a fantastic rate, of course. So they're over here in this chicken tractor, that's what it's called. We've been pulling the tractor back and forth across this piece of land, which is owned by our neighbor. But you can see where the chicken tractor has been with all of the waste product of the birds. And so here's the backside of the chicken tractor. Birds definitely are not good looking. Now we're not growing them or feeding them, raising them to be good looking, but I find that their appearance is rather disturbing in the sense that they're not good looking at all. Not fully feathered, putting all of their energy into growth, so the size of their body more so than anything else. Let's go around the front side. So they're fully secure in here. There's hardware cloth, half-inch hardware cloth on the bottom, or is it full inch maybe, and then chicken wire at the top. And we bent the poles. You can actually see us constructing this chicken tractor in a previous set of videos. Some birds are having trouble in terms of keeping themselves upright. Either that or they're, I don't know, tussling with each other or something. I don't know exactly what it is. But they certainly do appreciate going to new territory because they attack the grass and weeds and dandelions very, very vigorously. By the way, if you're seeing some with their legs spread out underneath them, that's a mechanism to get rid of heat. It's 22, 23 degrees here today, so it's not hot, but the birds, because of their size, have a lot of insulation, but they're not particularly good at getting rid of excess heat. So they spread their legs out, which are highly vascularized and not covered by feathers or anything, and the blood that rises to the surface is then able to actually get rid of heat easier than any other surface that the chickens have on their bodies. Now they're so ungainly because they're of relatively large size, and their legs are just incredibly large for the size of the body. But the size of the body essentially is the factor that makes them very ungainly and not particularly able to move very quickly. I mean, if you go into earlier videos of these birds when they were younger, they had their down, etc., they were much, much more agile, and they'll become even more docile and unable to actually move quickly in any direction. I mean, we had some issues just turning the tractor this morning. So we had the tractor facing in a easterly, westerly kind of direction. It's actually northwest to northeast. Yeah, something like that. So southwest to northeast. And then we turned 90 degrees, and some of them were unable to actually turn the corner. And so tomorrow we'll turn the corner and we'll put them in here, and we'll head in that direction for the next week or so. And it's getting close to finishing. So we have Thanksgiving 2 weeks from now, and so not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. And we ship them out. They go to freezer camp in the following week, following Wednesday or something along those lines. So it's an early morning. We have to get up early in the morning and put them into crates that we picked up the night before from the place where we get them ready for a freezer, and we have to be at the plant I think at 6:30 in the morning, something along those lines. So it is an early morning that we actually have to head out. Delivery, don't know what it is, for Rachel. And I think I'm going back to work. Got a meeting in about half an hour or so, and then I've got class tonight, a graduate class in education on innovative online learning spaces. So building virtual learning spaces, and that's my particular specialty. I've been working on for about 20 years or so, incorporating appropriate pedagogy within learning communities kind of structure. Anyways, I'll cut this off here and get this processed as soon as possible and posted, and talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, it's Roland from East Marsh Acres, and I just wanted to put a late addendum to the other video. Tricia and I spent probably about an hour or so in the garden, and we have, well, not begun, but it certainly is high season for tomatoes. So you can see it's part of the haul. So down in the garden wagon, we've got probably another 2 large bowls like these that have been harvested already, and there's lots more coming. And in this particular bowl, we also have some eggplant and aubergine, and some hot peppers, as well as a bell pepper, and carrots at the bottom. Carrots are interesting this year. They weren't helped by the fact that we've had something eating the tops off, and so of course as soon as that happens, the growth of the carrot needs to stop. And that's fairly widely distributed, that it's quite a few of the carrots actually have that happen to them. But anyways, we will bring you along as we continue to harvest more and more. The boerenkool, or kale, also came from the garden, and so it looks like we're having stompots tonight. You want just to describe it a bit? We've done it before, but...
Well, stomepot is very easy potatoes. So these are potatoes from our garden that we've already dug up. Still have some more to dig up, but... And then kale, and you cut it up small, and when the potatoes have started to boil, you throw this in, and then it cooks, and then you throw some sausage in, And then once the sausage is
Warmed up.
well,
It
just has
doesn't
to
need
be
to be
warm
cooked,
because
yeah.
it's smoked sausage, so it's already been cured and cooked or whatever. And so once the potatoes are ready, then you take the masher. I add just milk, and a lot of people milk and butter. Would add that to it, and I put in a little bit of vinegar as well too. But I don't put in the butter because then we like to, when we scoop it on our plates, put butter on top of it. So I don't want to overdo it on the butter. So I just put the milk in to mash everything together, and that's our dinner for tonight. So the potatoes have started. So I'm just gonna.
Now, this is my interpretation, but stompot would sort of translate as dead simple. or stom is really not all that bright.
Yeah, but it's also stone as in stamping.
Yeah, okay.
That's why it is.
Yeah, it could be.
I think
It'll
it
be
is. I
interesting
don't
to
think
see the
it's-
etymology of that
I
particular.
don't think it's anything to do with
Well, who knows? The
intelligence.
Dutch are not necessarily all that discreet in terms of the kind of things that they talk about.
So I picked a whole one because these are small, but some I'll just take off the bottom leaves and I'll just leave them in the garden and let them go. Apparently, we haven't really had a hard frost yet, but when the hard frost comes, then they actually get sweeter than before. So, but I picked this, and then I'll take off all there, and then I just freeze it. I don't even blanch it. I just freeze it like this.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot of
then-
cellulose and very little water, so the cells don't really get destroyed. It basically keeps its shape, and the only time it becomes wilted is when you're cooking it. And before that, it just remains
So here's
the
what
way
it
that it
looks
is.
like in the freezer. So then you can just grab it and throw it in your pot, or I throw it in a lot of different things too.
Stews and salads
Stews, yeah, whatever, and it's just as good 6 months from now.
Okay, so we're getting ready for, I've got a class at 6 again, and so I think I'm going to end this here and just add it on to the other video that we took over the weekend. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and click a like to the videos if you like it. Thanks, and see you later.